I pushed with everything I had and still couldn't lift the 20-kilogram barbell in front of me. Then I heard my father's footsteps on the stairs. I quickly added more weight, and by the time he opened the door, I was standing there looking like I'd just finished a solid workout. He looked at me and nodded, satisfied. Both my parents were superheroes. My father could punch a giant robot to pieces with one fist. My mother could fly, and I, their son, was a completely ordinary person with no powers whatsoever. They enrolled me in a hero high school. Everyone there had abilities. Some girls could fire freeze rays that turned people into ice sculptures. Others could duplicate themselves endlessly. A heavy-set boy who looked like he'd struggle to jog was actually the fastest person on campus. Someone else could stretch their body into any shape they wanted. On the first day, the school ran ability assessments on every student. The first person transformed into a massive stone giant and caught a car dropped from above without breaking a sweat. The coach immediately placed him in the hero track. The second student walked up, crouched down, and turned into a guinea pig. The coach shook his head and put her in the support track. Then a boy walked up and spat on the wall. The coach was about to send him to the support track too. Then the wall dissolved into a gaping hole. The coach reversed the call on the spot and sent him to the hero track. Everyone had their moment. Then it was my turn. I quietly told the coach I had no abilities. He thought I was joking, hit a button, and dropped a car on me. I barely scrambled under it in time. Before I could catch my breath, he assumed I'd inherited my mother's flight and activated a launch mechanism. I was catapulted through the air and hit the ground hard. That was when the coach finally believed me. He assigned me to the support track, visibly annoyed. Word spread across the school almost immediately. One day, the rubber boy stretched his arms across the floor and tripped me. My tray flew into the fire boy's face. He snapped, hurled a fireball at me, and I blocked it with the tray, which melted instantly. He kept coming. I kept dodging. Rubber boy tripped me again, and a fireball was about to connect. I dove under a table. My friends came to help and got knocked around just as badly. Then something shifted. I flipped the table hard and sent Fireboy flying. That only made him angrier. He gathered a bigger flame and charged straight at me. I grabbed a fire extinguisher from the wall, aimed it directly at him, and put everything out. If you could have any superpower, what would you choose? Leave a comment.